and gentlemen, start clapping right now. Here he is, Carlos Valencia.
Hey, everybody. I just sucked JD's dick. I don't know if you guys, everybody good? Everybody good? Oh, you got a white? What the fuck are you doing up there? What, you say? You're saying I didn't swallow that shit? Fuck you. Alright, I'm sorry. That's the only way you got on this show. I wrote jokes. Alright, thank you. What the fuck is this like, is he on break right now? Is that what's on it? Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, no shit. Alright. Wow, that is, yeah, no fucking, you know what, let's raise up. Let's start a revolution. Right? I mean, seriously, oh, now you come back? We don't even want you anymore.
I feel better.
That's white guilt, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for white guilt. That would be a good name for a stripper, right? White guilt, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, white guilt. I saw you guys were roasting the people earlier. That was fun. Yeah, what is it? Is that a joint? Oh, that's just a remote. Yeah, sure, do the things, because I don't really remember what, oh, this is perfect. I gotta start with Johnny Depp? That's not how you started. I'll do Johnny Depp, fuck it. Johnny Depp, I don't know if you guys know this, he was in a movie called Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. Yes, you remember that, Edward Scissorhands? The only man ever who, fingering and scissoring meant the same thing. I wrote that earlier. Kanye hates the Jews. I wish that was a joke. Does not like the Jews. And I was thinking, a long time I was saying, like, you know what's kind of fucked up? If you somehow went back in time and killed Hitler when he was a baby, like, isn't it fucked up that then you'd be seen as the monster, right? Everybody's angry at you because you're the one that caused the Jew overpopulation. I know it's fucked up, but I mean, fuck it, man. What are we doing here? There's a place called Wobbly Butt. I'm sorry I'm not living up to the standards of the Mooresville Opera House called Wobbly Butt. I'm sorry if I'm a little crass. Elon Musk, you know that's not his real name. They just call him Musk because he's smelly. I wrote that one too. Khloe Kardashian, oh, I like that one. Was it like her stepdad's, what's her stepdad's name? Caitlyn. That was very funny. And actually, Hank talked about this earlier about fucking, women, men, you know what I mean? That's it. You ever done that? Either one of you? I came close. Met this girl at a nightclub. And then at the end of the night, we're like, hey, let's go back to my place, right? And I know where she lives, so I'm just following her, right? Like, she gets in her car, get in my car, we follow. She lives in an apartment complex, and that's how I found out this chick, because we got to the apartment, this chick backs her car up into the parking spot. I know, you almost got me, fucking bitch. See, I left right there and then. I was like, no. Back up, and you should have amateur shit. You should know better than that. Fabio Jackson. Thank you for enlightening me to Fabio Jackson is. I don't know who that. So there's a dude that's trying to look like Michael Jackson. Like that's the irony of the whole thing. He's trying to look like a guy that didn't even want to look like he did. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson. That's just basic. But I was thinking about Michael Jackson recently, and I was like, well, actually, let me put it out there. This will be a good question to ask. How many of you guys feel blackface is okay? Smart crowd. How about whiteface? Anybody think whiteface is fine? That's pretty, nobody. Okay, you guys are pretty, I'm not saying I don't know if you're both against both, or just against one or the other. All I'll tell you is this. This is why I asked the whiteface, blackface question, is because All I know is one of these groups that doesn't like it is gonna have to acquiesce if we're ever gonna get a true-to-life Michael Jackson biopic. There's no fucking way one actor can play every stage of Michael Jackson. Like, young years gotta be a black dude, all right? And then the in-between years, yeah, maybe you can get some kind of Fred Armisen mix part. But once we get to pedophile Michael Jackson, that's a white dude, right? Somebody, so it's either gonna be a black actor in whiteface, or I don't know how they're gonna do it. Somebody told me they're actually, did you hear that? They're gonna make a, who's fucking playing it? Who? They haven't decided. That's fucking why. Like, who's gonna play that entire role from kid to death, and it's gonna be the same race? Fuck out of here. Elizabeth Warren. You talked about Elizabeth Warren. Pocahontas is the nickname, I guess. I don't know what the origin of that is. I guess she said she was Native American at some point.
12% Native.
Okay. Well, speaking of Native American, see, a lot of these, I don't have a joke for the actual person. I just have a joke that, hey, that's kind of related. You know, these sports teams that are changing their names, right? Like the Redskins, the Commanders, yeah, and then the Indians are the Guardians, yeah. So I thought, I mean, I'm glad for it. I mean, like, if Native American people are cool, or like they don't like those names, then fucking don't do it. I agree with that. I just think that these Native American tribes really missed a chance to do something really funny, in my opinion. It's like, if once the Cleveland Indians decided, like, well, this is offending Native Americans, we got to change our name, and the natives were like, yeah, you got to change your name, right? But then at one point, Native Americans are like, you know what? Don't worry about it, right? They just go up to Cleveland. And he's like, you know what, you were going to change it? Yeah, you know what? We give you permission. Right? And so like, oh, great. And so they print all this Cleveland Indian merchandise and jerseys and all kinds of shit. But the day before the start of the season, the Native Americans are like, you know what? You know how we told you we gave you the rights to it? But nah, we don't want you to, we don't want them. We don't want you to have them anymore. But you gave us the rights. They're like, nah, but and then they're gonna be like, you fucking Indian, you go, I guess, all right. And then they just have to, long setup though, you know what I mean? It's like, I gotta work on it. This is open mic, right? That's open mic. This is, Lord, it was like, thank God it's open mic. I'm not gonna do that one. Olsen twins, they're not real. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s. I watched Full House. There's one girl. Fuck out of here with this whole thing. Morphed into two? Fuck out of here. It's the other one that's fucking X-Men. Oh my God. Guys, did I tell you guys about this? I haven't seen you in a long time. I talked to JD recently, so I don't know if I already mentioned this. Stop me, you know, correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. But my blow-up doll, I noticed she's been getting kind of fat lately. I blame inflation. It's open mic. All right, this is not what I do when I'm doing a PNC solo. Gaslighting, you guys know what gaslighting is? Your mom? Oh, is she a big gaslighter? How would you define gaslighting? Exactly. Yeah, making me think I'm the problem. That's the fucking, because I've been thinking about, I mean, you guys know what gaslighting is, right? Everybody familiar with that concept? Yeah, I mean, he described it perfectly. What was it again? Making me think I'm the problem. That's a great explanation for it. You're the problem. Look at it. Yeah. See, there you go. An example of gaslighting. I'm the problem. Before that, like the first time that I heard the term gaslighting, I just thought like, oh, is that what they're calling lighting your fart on fire now? Is that what it is? fancier term. Like some guy was trying to lighten your far on fire into the Olympics, and he was like, well, they'll never take us with firefights. But maybe if we call it gaslighting, maybe we can finally be an Olympic competition. Maybe a guy did that. Maybe that guy was me. Who knows? You laugh now, but who's going to be laughing in the year 2040 when the Olympic torch is lit by a gaslighter? Who'll be laughing then? Probably everybody, because that's pretty funny. Somebody like lighting the Olympic torch with a fart, pretty funny. My point is gaslighting, right? I don't know why you guys can't follow me on this, what your problem is, but maybe you should try harder. Anyway, I was talking about gaslighting. I met this master gaslighter recently. Fuck it. You ever had somebody try to gaslight you while they're gaslighting you? It's like next level shit, dude. It's like, I mean, you have to appreciate it. You have to appreciate, like, first of all, like, this is like, I went over and I was like, hey, I think you're kind of mean. I want to break up with you. And she's like, no, you don't. I was like, what? I thought, wait, that wasn't me? They're like, oh, so I'm even wrong about the things that I think. So that's like some next level gaslighting, right? So I was like, your opinions are not even what you think your opinions are. And they're like, no, I'm not doing this. I want to break up because you're kind of mean. And they're like, what was I ever mean? What was I ever mean? I was like, there's been several times. Like I remember one time we were supposed to, meet up at your place. And then when I was on my way there, you decided that you didn't want to wait, so you just went and hung out with some other person. Like, I thought that was kind of mean. And then they're like, here's what happened. Here's what happened. See, that night, you and me, we had made plans to hang out, and then you were coming over to my place, and then I thought I didn't really want to wait anymore, so I hung out with somebody else. That's all that happened. And like, I'm pretty sure those are the exact same words I just used previous to that to describe what happened. You just said it in a different tone. It's like, that's masterful when you're taking my own words and gaslighting me with my own words. Like, this is getting a little bit too gaslighting to me already. I think it's getting a little too serious. I do want to say, actually, what's my time? 2 hours? How much more time do I have to do?
2 more minutes, bro.
I don't think I have that much material. Actually, I'll do this little bit of thing. It's like, I'm getting old, all right? It's just a thing. Anybody else here getting old? No? Everybody's a vampire? Great. I'm getting old, and the references that I use, I don't know if they're still current anymore, because a lot of the stuff that I know is not stuff that young people know. I really don't know, because I'm getting old. Like, that's how old I am. Back when I was little, martial arts weren't even mixed. They didn't allow that back then. They were like, what are you, karate? All right, and you're what, taekwondo? No, there's your dojo, there's your dojo. Don't you dare have babies with each other. Jiu-jitsu, which one? Japan or Brazil? They go different ways. It's a different world now, though. So I don't know, so that's why I'm hesitant to give these references, but I'll just, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna ask you guys, all right? Do you guys in here, know what a radio is? Yeah. Okay, so a few of you know what a radio is. Okay, good. I'll let people not anymore. People barely know what a radio is these days. Back in my day, we had whole shacks dedicated to radios. Remember those, JP? And the reason I ask about the radio is because I don't know if they still do this, so you guys tell me, do they still do the commercials, after the music plays, and then they'll be like, go to Guy Roofing, and tell them Kristen sent you? Yes. Do they still do that shit? Do they still do, why are you raising your hand? Oh no, you're the drunk guy, right? No, oh shit, sorry, I couldn't see you from here. I'm like, I'm not fucking opening that Pandora's box. But, good waving, sir. I was talking about the radio. They still do Kristen sent you. I don't know when I've never met a person that's used that in their entire life. Have you ever met somebody that actually went somewhere and then they were like, oh yeah, I came here to get a roof and, because I got a lot of damage on my house. So how much is this going to be? And the person behind the desk like, well, it's probably about $16,000. I'm looking at your roof and all the work that's going to take, to get this done. I mean, there's a lot of little things that go into it that we have to explore before we actually fix it, because we have to get an estimate, and then you have to approve it. And sometimes we have to go through the insurance company as well. What? And then I'll tell you, it's because some of these people have homeowners insurance, right? So they're like, oh, well, I think I talked to my homeowners insurance, and they said that they would cover this because it's been under 10 years. Sometimes the warranty just doesn't go that long. But in this particular case, I called them, I made sure, because they're like, I can't afford $16,000 repair on a roof. Maybe you could. You guys are making this big Royal Rumble money and shit, but a lot of us are straight. Yeah, I see it. I see it. How the hell you get all that honey? Nobody can fucking afford it. What kind of numbers in honey? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? But people that don't make as much money, $16,000 is a big deal. So they're like, yeah. So I took to the insurance company. They told me that I'm still in their warranty. I got to go through one of the recommended, what do you call it, people that fix things? Contractor. Thank you. That's my crowd work. See that? Are you recording? I'm going to post this on TikTok. Fucking Matt Rife, your heart out with that fucking crowd work. Right? Hey, what do you call that? Contractors. Bam! Nail that bitch. Thank you. Thank you for your help on that one. I'm very high. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I have no idea how long I've been on stage. That's the thing. Like I told. Actually, you got the text. You can show everybody at the after party / signing or whatever behind the scenes. I texted him. I'm like, hey man, I'm here, but I'm gonna get high as fuck before I go see your show, right? And so I showed up here high as fuck. Right? And then the show starts, and I'm like, I am not high enough. So that's actually why I wasn't in here when you called me up. I was out getting high. Yeah. I had to drop the needle immediately so I could just do the show. Yeah. Humanitarian, I believe, is the word you're looking for. You guys have been so nice to me that, actually I haven't finished a roofing story. So, you thought I was going to close out my set? Nah, motherfuckers, more roof story. Got more. He's like, he's finding the letters. He's going to close it out. Nope, roofing story. So $16,000, right? And so I mean, if you guys are just going to start laughing while I'm trying to tell my roofing story, is this supposed to be a comedy show? So the guy behind the desk is like, okay, that's great. $16,000. Obviously, there's always the risk of overrun. Like if something that we don't, if you deal with a not reputable contractor, they might quote you. Are you a homeowner? Yeah. So like, have you dealt with this sort of thing? Like, yeah, dude, it's like almost inevitable. But anyway, so. See, I can't. If you guys are not, I can't. How can I tell a roofing story here? Take care of your peoples over here, man. So, good Lord. Anyway, the guy is behind the desk. He didn't need more space for that desk. It just creates a barrier between the customer and the salesman. What's that? Is that a meow? Oh, is that I only have 45 more minutes left? Okay. Anyway, so he's like, yes, I said, so if you just sign here, we can do it. And then she signs it. And then it's like, oh, great. And then we'll be at your house in, about a week. He's like, oh, that's great. Thank you very much. We'll see you. I guess that's like 38. And then she's like, what, are you retarded? There is no June 38th. And then she's like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was like a joke, maybe create some levity between us. And he's like, okay, I apologize. I probably should have picked up on it. And then, I'm not shaking, man. I'm trying to do my shit. Anyway, so they was like, okay, so June 38th, now I get it. And so then she's walking out, and then the door almost closes right behind her. Like, it's almost closed, but she fucking snatches it, right? Like, whoa! Like, this is not over yet. There's no, so she pulls it open. She pulls the door open, and then she tells the clerk guy, "Hey, by the way, Kristen sent me." And then he's like, "Motherfucker. We're gonna have to start this shit all over again. You piece of shit. If Kristen sent you, why did you not tell me this at the beginning?" All right, so it's gonna be $16,000. That's my time. Good night, everybody.